One of the things that I'm really passionate about is to ensure that any review of careers education across the trust isn't just done by myself. So we carried out an internal leadership review of careers education, and that encompassed the wider executive team in terms of where we thought our careers leadership, in terms of where our careers education was at executive level, but obviously what it looked like in schools, and whether we needed to refine that a bit more, or whether we thought actually it's stronger in one school than another, so that we can strengthen that across all our schools. And that was a really valuable process, because it meant that we could really look at where our areas of development were, but we could also look at and celebrate where our strengths were too, because it's those strengths that mean that we can use those strengths to really work closely with our areas of development and to ensure that actually they all become strengths over time. Now, that internal leadership review document supported the Trust to Trust review that I took part in as well. And again, that's as a trust, as an outward saying, actually, we don't have all the answers for careers education, because I don't think any trust does. You know, careers changes so rapidly in terms of educating children, because children's view of careers changes regularly, you know, with technology changing constantly, that actually it's right and proper that we review with other professionals nationally. So I took part in a Trust to Trust review with 2 other very large trusts, and that was invaluable. I learned such a lot in that one day. And it was one full day. However, we have absolutely kept in touch, and we are constantly supporting each other in making sure that we've got a support network that we've created between ourselves, and it means that will help support the next internal leadership review that we'll carry out next year, because that's something that I feel really passionate about, that we do not only at trust level, but actually we do it at school level too. So from next year, that's what we're going to do. So our schools will do an internal audit of their own careers education, which will feed into the trust-wide document that we'll have, which might then lead into another Trust to Trust review, which might determine actually where we might go next.